Welcome back, dear listeners. Couldn't get enough of Connect More? Well, it's your lucky day. And mine, since I've got a couple questions to ask these cats. In this Connect More Shorty, we'll connect some more? Whatever. Let's see what more these puds can possibly have to say.
Hey, yo, welcome to Connect More Shorty. I'm Eric. There's John.
Hey there.
That's Brian.
Hi, everybody.
And that's Jason.
Hello.
In these bonus episodes, we take a question from our producer about anything, and it's basically the first time we've heard this question, so there's no prep. Madam Producer, what's your inquiry?
What's the best way to send salutations at the end of an email?
Well, look, the all-time champion on this is TIA, thanks in advance. Right? In other words, I just asked you to do something, and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it when I tell you to do it, and I'm already thanking you for it, so you're not going to get any other feedback from me. That is the cousin of the all-time passive-aggressive champion. My calendar is up to date.
So I guess I kind of use that. Like I always I'll use thanks on it. Or if I'm being more direct, I'll write, I look forward to your response.
Yeah, you're that guy for sure. Yeah. No.
Otherwise, if I'm just happy to sign off, I'll just do, have a nice day, week, weekend, holiday, whatever applies. See you soon is another one I like to use. I've got it's not a favorite of mine, but I used to one of my favorite employees in a past job. She would write some colorful emails, and sometimes maybe or maybe not, she signed off, do better, be better.
Now, does anybody sign off their emails like, thank you for your attention to this matter?
Oh, that's nice. In all caps.
Oh, shit.
In all caps.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
But because is that your go-to, Jason?
No, that's just, Trump signs every one of his Truth Social bullshit things with, thank you for your attention to this matter. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I wrote an article about that.
Somebody does.
It's
anyway,
a very passive-aggressive thing. I wrote a whole article about that.
Yeah, no, I love the new Trump bot. They've shoved enough into AI to make that feel real.
Oh.
Well, I definitely have there's a pivot point during the week where I'll end my emails, have a nice week or have a great week, or versus have a good weekend. There's where do I pivot during the week, to signing off?
So what day is that for you? Is it
it's usually
Thursday afternoon?
Yeah, usually Wednesday afternoon. If it's in the afternoon, I'll pivot to have a good weekend or something like that. But have a good week, I'll do it on Wednesday.
I feel like saying have a good weekend on Wednesday afternoon means you're not hearing back from them till next week now, right?
But sometimes I don't need to.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm definitely not as aggressive as you guys are. My go-to is usually just best, and then my little signature. Moving on.
You must be important at work, and people answer your emails.
Yeah, I think that's a false assumption.
I think best is kind of sissy. I mean, at least you sincerely, I feel.
So with people I'm close to, I will say talk soon, or something super informal. But that indicates you're my friend at the company, and I don't know if it has any meaning.
Brian, I can't believe we haven't heard your professional sign off yet.
I really don't have one because I refuse to play that game.
Okay.
I really don't. I'm kind of I may say something like Jason does on usually Friday afternoon, something like that. I say, hey, have a good weekend, whatever. And I'm taking off, whatever. Or if I'm going on vacation, I say, yeah, I'll see you next Monday or whatever. And, but
see you next Tuesday.
Otherwise, I don't have a sign off or anything. The one I really like is cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. And
Yeah,
it's usually from foreigners, by the way. It's usually from. So when I hear from my friend in the UK, she always writes cheers. He always writes cheers.
Cheers.
No, that makes sense.
Cheers on it. Yeah.
Is anybody else a little surprised that our producer is asking us this question? Because aren't they famously, like people from her generation, famously like not into any of these formalities? And
No, they're
'cause-
not. Because you get
but I mean,
emails
why
from
is she
them, right?
asking us then? Because I'm always like say thanks in text, and they're like, knock it off, old man. You don't say thanks, or you don't say, you don't
Yep.
use a greeting in a text or
I
whatever.
relate to this more than anything you've said, and we should tell her that the answer is very respectfully yours, comma, signature block.
Yeah.
You know, you did. This isn't necessarily a sign off, but you started to climb up the hill toward one of my biggest work pet peeves, and that is, do not fill my inbox with an email that just says thanks.
Oh, yes.
Boy,
Mm.
that burns me more than anything.
I see
I
that
don't
all the
need to.
time.
If I didn't ask that, I need to know you got it. I don't need that. I don't send them. Like when I ask for something, I send my email out, and at the end of the email, I kind of use again John's thanks in advance. I don't say thanks. I just say thanks, and then I know. Then I'm not sending back a thank you, unless there's some mild follow up.
To be clear, thanks is okay and an acceptable response. Thanks in advance gets you to the passive aggressive. When I'm really desperate, I will write, thanks for any assistance.
But you're
I've
saying
done that.
but you're
I'm
saying
out
the
here on this
reply.
island. I have no food.
Yes.
There are no ships in sight. And if
Well-
you could read this email and do what I just asked you to do, that would be fantastic.
Yeah. When I'm asking for something, I always say thanks, because
No, but you're saying you don't want a whole new reply that only says thanks. That's
Right.
what
No,
you're
that's
saying.
terrible.
yeah,
That's
I
terrible.
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
part
yeah.
of that.
But
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
like to bid that up too. There is a worse one than that. And
Oh,
it's when
okay.
somebody forwards you a substantive email and there's nothing that they've added to it. In other words, it's just like here,
Mm.
right? Like I
Yeah.
at least need an FYI, or even FYSA people will do for your situational awareness, right? Just like I'm sending this to you because I thought you needed to know it. Okay, great. You can do that in an acronym. I don't need a big long thing either, right? But don't just forward it to me. Like what?
Yep.
Like are we getting sued? And this is the like smoking gun? Like what did you just send me? Is
For
this
your
the location of the
situational
location
awareness?
of the Joker? Like what did you just send me?
Wait, people actually use for your situational awareness? That's
I
a
have
thing?
never heard that.
What
Never
the
heard
f-
that?
Are you in
No.
intelligence, John? Are you like
No.
with the military? What?
Yeah.
I
What the hell?
absolutely get that from. There's a couple different corners of my life I get that from.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
right.
Never heard. I've literally
Sorry, dude.
never seen that before.
I
Not
lived in
once.
one of those corners, and I never got an email that said that.
Huh.
If you
Nope.
get FYSA, that's what that's for.
You
Okay.
better
It's
run.
not a soccer league.
Now we know.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Jeez. We're so
That's a
out of
special
touch.
level of hell. Yeah.
I don't know if that's. I'm not representing it as being cool, like remotely. I don't know how I got here. Like, free me from the acronyms.
Well, folks, connectors, look, tell us what your sign off are by sending us an email. Send us an email with your best sign offs. You can send it to connectmorepod@gmail.com. That's cnxmorepod@gmail.com. You can also comment on our Facebook page. See you soon.
Thank you for listening to Connect More. I'm the producer. Please subscribe and like this podcast because it's my only chance of getting paid for this gig. Connect More is a product of Pan Tiger LLC and is hosted by Brian Danielson, Eric Van Lanker, Jason Nisus, and John Hedgecoth. Connect More is edited by me and Jocko. The showrunners are Jax, Hedge, and Weenus. Theme music written and recorded by Ryan Veeder. Cover art designed by Leon Golden. Musical director is Evil. Legal liaison is Brian. Lead writers are John and Eric. Runner-up writers are Jason and Captain Danielson. Publication coordinator is Jax. Special thanks to GVC, Aaron, Miss Roper, and Yoko. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow Connect More on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.